All right, we are going to talk today about the discriminant. The discriminant predicts how many solutions, okay? Another word for solution, if you remember, is zeros, roots. Okay, so those are some words that you will hear. Solution, zeros, roots, and one more, x-intercept. It is where the graph crosses the x-axis and what type of solutions you will get. We use the formula b squared minus 4ac to find the discriminant. This only helps us predict how many solutions. It's not a zero, it's how many solutions. Okay, so if we look here, the graph crosses the x-axis twice. Okay, so the graph has two solutions. If we look at that graph, we can tell here it's about positive 1/2, and here is negative 2.5, or negative 2.5. These are two solutions. It's where the graph crosses the x-axis, and this is called a parabola. And you can see it has two solutions here. And here's your x-axis. This only crossed one time. So this graph has one solution, 1, 2, 3, so x equals 3. That is the solution, that is the zero, the root, or the x-intercept. This graph does not have any x-intercepts. Notice it's not crossing the x-axis at all. This means the solutions are not real numbers. And we will talk more about that in class, but you can have imaginary solutions. Okay, so if you scroll down, and we look at these examples. Remember that we're going to have the formula b squared minus 4ac. So this is what we're going to use, and we're using it to predict the solutions. Okay? The first thing we want to do is set the equation equal to 0 if it's not already. Okay, so in this case, this 1 needs to move to the left. So we're going to add 1 to both sides. We get 3x squared minus 4x plus 1 equals 0. Now we need to know our a, our b, and our c. So this is in standard form. It's ax squared plus bx plus c. So here our a is positive 3, our b is negative 4, and our c is 1. So we've been doing this. We understand this from when we were factoring. So this is using the same concept, and we're still talking about quadratics. So we plug these in to the formula. So we're going to have negative 4 squared minus 4 times a times c. Negative 4 squared is 16. 4 times 3 is 12. Times 1 is 12. 16 minus 12 is 4. Now this 4 is the discriminant. That is not a solution. It is the discriminant. Okay, so that's what this is. This does not tell us our x-intercepts. This tells us how many. So if we go back up here, if it is positive, we're going to have two solutions. If that discriminant is negative, we're going to have no real solutions. And if it is 0, we're going to have one solution. So whatever the discriminant, positive 2, negative none, 0, 1. These are real, these are not real. Okay, so let's go back down. 4 is positive. So 4 is positive, so that means I'm going to have two real solutions. So two solutions, and these are going to be real. Okay. So first thing we do, set equal to 0, check. All right, so now my a is 2, my b is negative 12, and my c is 18. We're going to plug it in. So we have negative 12 squared minus 4 times a times c. Negative 12 squared, you put that in your calculator, you get 144. 2 times 18 is 36. times 4 is 144. 144 minus 144 is 0. So this again is my discriminant. If we go back up to the top, if it equals 0, I have one solution. So that's telling me my graph will cross the x-axis one time if I were to graph this function. So this is one real solution because the discriminant was 0. Okay, here we got to set it equal to 0, and we want to also make sure it is in standard form when we set it equal to 0. So we're kind of building as we go here. So we're going to add 3x. We need the 3x to be in the middle. So we get 2x squared plus 3x minus 3 equals 0. My A is 2, my B is 3, and my C is negative 3. Okay, so plug it in here. You need to know this formula. So we get 3 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 3. 3 squared is 9. A negative and a negative make a positive. 4 times 2 is 8. Times 3 is 24. 9 plus 24 equals 33. This is our discriminant. It is greater than 0, so I have two real solutions. We'll find out why this discriminant is important later, but right now you need to know that b squared minus 4ac gives me how many possible solutions there are, and the solutions is where the graph crosses the x-axis. We can have two solutions, no solution, or one solution. So you will have an assignment on Plan Book. Please look at that and let me know if you have any questions.